Welcome back to 7 Days of Daily Growth with May. I hope you guys are doing great. It's a beautiful Saturday. I cannot wait to go enjoy it. So, y'all, this will probably be a short video today. Really for real. Because, first of all, I just did the whole video, basically half of it, and I was not recording. So I already wrote for 10 minutes, listen to my music, all of that. So, I mean, great, right? I just gotta go through my week. Normally on Saturdays, for those who do not know, I will get up here, turn my music up, and I will reflect on my week for 10 minutes. I would go through my week, reflect on how it went, you know, the things that I did, just the things that come to me as I think about my week, basically. And my suggestion to you guys also would be using a journal to reflect back. But if not, go through your head. Just think about your week, evaluate it. You know, life is just a bunch of tests. So evaluating your week each week is being able to see progression in your life, or see where, you know, okay, I'm still stuck in this. Let me, you know, it's just letting you see yourself, especially on a weekly basis. I think that's good, honestly. That's what Saturdays are for: reflection. And like I said, I've already written, so I'm gonna just go ahead and reflect on my week. This week, I had to really show myself some grace this week. Also, another thing is always reread what you wrote last week. Definitely, so you can see the actual progress in your life, actually see if you're, you know, moving forward and doing better within yourself. And so I was able to see that I still have to work on balance. But to be honest, I feel like it isn't really the balance. Well, technically, yeah, but I just had to, this week I had to show myself grace, because last week I was like, okay, I need to work on balance. This week I'm telling y'all that, you know, I feel like I still need to balance. So that just lets you guys know that it's not an easy process to just change, like, right then and there. Like, it's not gonna happen overnight. It's not gonna happen within a week. So me, last week, expecting to have more balance this week, I truly had to show myself grace, because I'm like, oh my God. Like, starting this YouTube has really shook up my world. Like, just going. Like, I get off work, I wake up, get ready for work, go to work, get off work, make my videos, because truthfully, I be tired in the morning. Make my videos and get them out to you guys, and then, you know, get ready to do it all over again. And truthfully, I didn't want it to be this way. I wanted it to be more balanced, more easier for me, and not me feeling like, you know, I'm just going. And so I had to really just back up off myself and kind of not, like, be hard on myself, and really just give myself grace. And really just give myself grace this week, because the day-to-day dynamic was looking like it was about to be hectic, and I don't want my world to get hectic. Like, I'm doing this to make my life a little bit more easy, in a way where my day-to-day healing is easy. You know, I don't want my very own day-to-day healing to be hectic. I had to, okay, don't get all crazy on me. Don't, you know, get frustrated, or I don't want to tire myself out. So I had to take a step back and look at everything I had going on. From work, from doing my videos, editing my videos, to taking my walks, and, you know, trying to stay in my Bible. Just had to look at everything, because sometimes I feel like, you know, it's not enough hours in a day for me to do everything that I want to do as far as my life journey, like actually doing the things that I truly, now if I didn't work, yeah, but the fact that work is like a priority for me anyway. I just didn't want to get all crazy, so I was like, all right, let me breathe, let me pause, let me just look at everything I have going on. Let's look at everything you got going on. Before I allowed this to burn me out, I just needed to evaluate it. So that's how my week went all this week, really. that's really the only thing. I've just been evaluating everything I have going on, and taking notes, taking notes, just so next week I can go into it better. So I'm very excited because I am switching things up starting tomorrow with how I do things. So it's very exciting to actually see me, not get all upset or mad or be like, man, this is not for me, it's too much. Instead, I just had to get it together. I had to evaluate, I had to, look at everything. First, I was able to see that it was okay for me to just focus on the things that were more important, like this week. That's where I'm gonna start at. Because everything that I do is important, but like I said, it was feeling so hectic. So I had to just realize, okay, this week, if I'm having this type of week, then just only do what's really, really important. Like, give yourself that much grace to just do only what's really, really important, so you don't be tired, so you don't burn out so quickly. Because I do. Like, when I tell you, the old me would just get in bed and just would not care. Like, I know I just said the other day, I definitely value my sleep, and maybe a little too much, because I don't play about it. But I'm learning that I can get my rest at least 6 or 7 hours and still do what I have to do, if I just apply myself and prioritize. So after all of that, I was able to see that I need to switch up my day-to-day schedule, because how I had everything this week and before this week, like from when I started this YouTube, how I had it planned and how I was gonna do it, it has not worked out. For me, to be honest, I don't like posting my videos so late. So I'm just like, okay, this is not working. So before I just, I had to give myself some grace, step back, what was important this week, and then I was like, okay, earlier this week, like really all this week, I've kind of been probably Tuesday or Wednesday, I started to really say, okay, I need to switch up how I'm doing things, because it's not working for me. I want to still be able to live my life at ease day to day, even with working, because working is cool. Like, going to work, I like working. My day flies. So the stuff before work and after work, and really just after work, is what I needed to figure out. So I then realized that, hey, let me get my whiteboard, let me write down literally everything that I do day to day, your day-to-day schedule, the tasks that I do every day, let me figure those out. And I was like, okay, and let me draw a line. Let me put what I feel like works better in the morning and what works for me better at night. And then I was like, that's how I'm gonna work this, that's how I'm gonna do this. And then I started thinking about my YouTube. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna start doing this, so that'll be better for me. And it fit. Everything fit. Everything was good. I was like, bet. We're gonna start applying this next week. Let me see how it works for me. Let me see if this works. Let me see if, I'm not tiring myself out when I do this. You know what I'm saying? So it was great for me to be able to do that. Like, I felt like that was some growth. Like, that was some healthy growth, right? Because instead of me getting all worked up and getting all frustrated and mad, or just being like, F it, I'm gonna just sleep, or, I saw where it was about to take the wrong turn, and, I swerved. I was like, let me stop right here. Wrong direction, but let me swerve to the right, and then let me just sit right here for a minute and figure things out. Like, I know I want to keep taking this direction, but I want to have things figured out before I keep going. I want to map things out before I keep going. I want to know exactly which roads I'm finna turn on before I keep going. So that's where I was at with things, and I don't know, I'm just not feeling today's music. I just had some good old music right then, but it just left me. I got to thinking how I was going to do all of that. So I I just talked about how I had to figure out what my day-to-day schedule looked like. Figuring out which tasks to fit. I'm going through what I wrote. I already said that. That's good. So then I also just allowed myself to rest more instead of being on top of everything, which I already kind of said, because it allowed me to have a clear headspace. It allowed me to be like, all right, forget it. I'm not going to do all the other day-to-day tasks, the not so. Like, it's all important to my journey, but, if I got to rework things, I'm going to just hold off on it real fast until I can rework it and put it back in my day-to-day schedule. So it was little things like yoga and my 1 minute plank that I really didn't do this week, because by the time I got to that, it was already almost 12 o'clock and I'd be so tired. And know I need to go to bed, because I had wanted to make all my videos in the morning, but right here lately I've been doing it when I got work because I be tired. And so that is what I'm working through right now, and what I've already worked through basically. And I'm about to apply the new plan next week, starting tomorrow. So for me, that was like bad, because getting that extra rest and just clearing my head and only doing what was important just definitely allowed for me to think more straight. It allowed for me to really see where I was and where I was going, like what I needed to do, things in that nature. Then I just had to prepare myself to be mentally ready for the changes I was about to implement. So I had to just keep thinking about it, keep seeing it, keep knowing that I'm gonna get it done, and things like that. That's really pretty much it. And I feel like now that balance in my life is gonna come a little bit more easier, because instead of just saying, oh, I need balance, I actually had to work on it, work it out. I actually had to balance it. Like, remember I said I put the line through I had to balance the day and the night. Seriously. So like a morning before work, I had to balance the before work and the after work day-to-day schedule, basically. Like I said, because I've already written everything, this was going to be a short video, so that is great. And just another thing that I was working on this week was social media. And really, I do not be on any social media really these days but Twitter. So now I'm just like, I'm on the verge of deleting it, because I'm like, no. Because I really, like I have already mentioned, I'm really not bad with it. But when I got that free time, I take that free time and run with it. Like, I take that 10 minutes of free time knowing I got something else to do and turn it into 45 minutes of just sitting there on my phone. And I'm just like so over it right now. So when I do my videos and stuff, I had to, in order for me to save the video, I had to delete everything. So I've been thinking about just keeping everything deleted until the next day, when I start posting about the videos and stuff, because I feel like I have that balance on certain apps. Well, all my apps, because I really don't be on Facebook, I really don't be on Instagram if it's not about my channel. Same for Snap, unless I'm at work doing nothing, or like really somewhere where I'm really doing nothing and trying to pass time. That's the only time Snap I really get a lot of my time, unless I'm posting. And then that's pretty much it. So I got a lot of balance. It's just that Twitter that I be scrolling. But that's another thing I had to reflect on this week, because you really got to decide what's more important. Because in 45 minutes, I can get 10 minutes meditating, and it only takes me 10 minutes, 11, like 12 minutes to do yoga. So, and it takes me about 20 minutes to read the Bible, depending on, how many verses I read, because I do it a certain way. So sometimes I might read a little, just like one or two more or one or two less verses than I just read the night before. So that's one thing. So that's just me seeing how I can make that progression in my journey, evaluating how my week went. And although it's been good, it's been amazing, it's really been great, it really has, it's still little things that I need to work on, that I chose to focus on this week. Like, I really don't want to be tired, and I know that it's possible. So when I was able to do what I So when I was able to do what I needed to do with balancing out day to day, I was like, okay, bet life is about to be a little bit more easier now because it felt right. It all felt like, yes, this is exactly what I'm about to start doing. This is exactly what I'm about to start doing. And I feel good about it. I feel like it's gonna work. I feel like it's gonna be great. I feel like I'm gonna get to bed at a reasonable time, wake up when I need to, do what I need to do, go to work, come home, and be able to get things done effortlessly. I think I do a lot more at night than I do in the morning. So that's why I needed to kind of get that balance, you know, be fair with my day and nighttime, you know. Well, guys, that is it. That is all I have for you guys today. It probably would have been much longer if I was up here writing. That is so crazy to me. Like, I really was writing my tail off. And maybe y'all just didn't even see me in my zone today, I guess. I looked up. I was like, well, I went over there because I had to get up anyway. So I was looking. I was like, 0, 0, 0. What's going on? The whole time I hadn't recorded anything because I thought I had just stopped, but whole time I wasn't doing anything, like nothing. I wasn't mad though. Like I wasn't mad. I was like, hey, okay, fine with me. Let me just go ahead and reflect. And then it really was just, it was crazy though. Think about your week, reflect on it, do some reflection, see what you need to do better going into the next week, new week tomorrow. So get that done. I love you guys. Y'all be safe out there. Do your thing today. Do your thing tomorrow because it might be out late. I hope you did your thing today. Just being you, being great, showing love, showing light, guys. I love you guys. See y'all tomorrow. It's a new week again. Sundays are for preparation. Hope y'all ready. I'm gonna go ahead and let y'all know on this video though. I think I gotta do all my, like I said, I gave myself grace this week. So I think all the goals that I had for last week, I gotta try to meet them again this week. And it be like that sometimes. So, you know, experience me. I'm you know, I'm letting y'all know how real it is, and it gets real. When you on a life journey, it gets real. But I take my growth and my transformation seriously. So I'm gonna keep working hard to get certain things instilled in me, get that certain discipline instilled in me, but also knowing that it's okay to take time out for yourself. It's okay to give yourself some grace. It's okay to pause. It's okay to breathe. It's okay to relax. It's okay to rest. Even if it's just 30 minutes, it just clear your mind and really give yourself that time to think about how you can move differently in life. Take time to see how you can go back to that drawing board and be like, all right, I gotta erase all this and do it over. I gotta plan something. I gotta plan it. I gotta do this another way. Because it's okay. Because I thought the way I was doing things was gonna work. But it's not working because I don't want to be tired, and I find myself being tired, and I know how I get. I'm not exhausted or burnt out yet, but that was the direction that I was headed in, and I was like, no, we're not doing that. I like my day-to-day schedule. I like everything that I have going on. So how can I make this better? So I really spent all week just giving myself grace, knowing that it was okay, and then taking that time to make another plan for what I had going on. So that was my week this week. And also just being on social, realizing that I need to, you know, figure out a way to, you know, be able to go and scroll and enjoy myself. But if I'm gonna make it 10 minutes, that's it. I don't need to spend 45 minutes. So I gotta discipline myself on that as well. It doesn't matter, seriously, what you evaluate and reflect on. It could be good things, like reflect on the fact that you had an amazing week. I did great this week. Reflect on that. But I already know that, I've been having good weeks. So I don't want to continuously just talk about that. I like to really talk about, I like to really reflect on the things that I really, 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 really want to do better on, you know, because I want to progress in my life, and it's okay. Yes, definitely celebrate yourself. So if you reflect on your week and you like, hey, do that. Reflect on the fact that you had an amazing, amazing week, a good week. Write everything that happened that was good, how you helped people out, how you paid it forward, how your work week was amazing. Yes, write about those things. But for me, when I reflect, I kind of always think about the things that I need to just work on and do better, because that's just me. Um, or the things that I need to add that's more healthier and more positive. Um, I'm not being negative about it in a sense, but I just wanna, I just wanna go a little harder, just get those things together. Of course, week 2, day 7, the week is over. We made it. Amen. I was gonna get right back. I'm about to turn this up, do what I do, get ready to start my day, y'all. It's gonna be a good day. This video will be posted later on. If I would have got up earlier, it would have been posted before I even got my day started, but I got a little later start. I had to run errands and clean my car, get my oil changed. So, anyways, y'all have a blessed day. I will catch y'all tomorrow.